Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is doing well. Get the comments going. Do a little share. And make sure I get it in the right group. All right, let's see. Pull it up. All right, make sure you let me know that you are here and watching. Comment and share. We all know that sharing is caring. So the saying says, hello, Miss Deborah, how are ya? I am super excited about tonight's projects. We are using a brand new stamp set that will be a celebration item, which means that you can earn it for free, called Counting Sheep, and there are dies that go with it too. So with a $100 order, you can actually get both of these for free. Pretty awesome set. I have enjoyed playing with it over the last 2 days. So I will actually also have 2 extra projects this week with it because I really couldn't stop creating. So I narrowed it down to share an additional 2 for this week. So I am trying something a little different with the Facebook Lives. So this is a page that you're on. It's a Facebook page, which means that it's a business. So I'm going live through their business app to see if maybe that helps me out a little bit more in the respect of seeing your comments, because last week it kept repeating the same comment over and over again. So I'm going to try this and see if it works. Hopefully it will. I hope it doesn't do weird things since I've never tried it this way before. So we'll see. Anyway, so far it seems to be working, so we'll go with it. So last week, our 2 winners for prizes was Carol Russell and Deb. You won. Yay. So I'll get these both. I have both of your mailing addresses, so I'll get these in the mail to you probably first thing in the morning. So that is that. Prizes for next week are, I have this big hunk of stuff right here. It's the night before Christmas, memories and more cards and envelopes. So it's the card bases and the envelopes. This was actually in the holiday catalog last year, but I have a couple of these left. So I'm going to give one away this week and then give one away next week as well. And then this was some of my favorite ribbon in the catalog last year as well. It's the All the Trimmings Ribbon Combo Pack. And I have a couple of these left as well that I haven't used with craft fairs and stuff that I do. So I'm going to give this bolt away as well. So make sure that you comment and share so that your name can go in that drawing. Good evening, Carrie. How are you? All right, so those are our 2 prizes for there. All right, let's see. August online class. This is this coming Saturday. $25 or free with a purchase. If you spend $35 in the online store, then you can get this class for free. I will say this, at this point, I don't have any full kits left. I only have like the make and take packets because this class actually came with a bolt of ribbon this time and then also a sampling of the DSP. So I only have the actual make and takes left. I think I have 2 left. But you can still get that. You just wouldn't get the ribbon to go with it or the paper. You'll get the, let me just say, you'll get the cutout here that you would need for the paper, but you wouldn't get like a little extra pack like everybody else got that ordered the class early. So if you are interested in that, let me know. There may not be a link in the description of this video for this one, but we'll also have the September class coming up too. So just email me if you're interested in the August online class. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that brings me to August the 14th at the Artist Co-op or Coop, whichever one you want to say. Class there is $35. You do have to pay them directly. And honestly, I don't know how many people are registered for that class as of yet. I did a estimated amount when I ordered supplies. So it's a total of 8 cards, 4 designs. These are the cards. And it is, again, August the 14th, actually at the Artist Co-op classroom. So in this class, you will get some of this designer series paper, and that's the pattern party. And then you'll also get a bolt of ribbon. So you'll get this pale papaya ribbon. So if you're interested in that, there is an event on the Facebook page that has the information where you can go on and register with them, or just email me and let me know you're coming so that I can have a packet, and then you can pay when you get there as well. So, all right, so that's that one. Let's move on to, I got a lot today, a lot. August Simply Creative Club. This is the monthly club that I have that is $39. It includes at least $20 in products, and then you also get a PDF, and a lot of times I'll do like a quick walkthrough video of all of the projects. If you stay in this club for a consecutive 6 months, you get $25 in products. So if you're interested in this, there is a link in the description of the video that has a link directly to PayPal, which will let you pay for that class. Class is $39. There's lots of like little links or whatever, so make sure you click on the right one, because this one will be $39. This is a quick walkthrough of those cards. And that one, then that one, and then that one. Okay? Now with this is the In Symmetry bundle that we'll be using for this one, which I used this for my bingo last time. And I love this set. But I stepped outside the box a little bit, and these are cards that are using a little bit different of products and a different color scheme. With this class, you'll get this bolt or ribbon, which will be in the new holiday catalog. You'll get a pack of the rhinestones, and then you'll get, I think it's a half a pack of the paper. Don't hold me to that. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's a half, though, of the subtle 6x6. So, if you're interested in that, again, the link is in the description. If you have questions, email me on it. And let's see. Okay, last day, designer series paper sale. So if you're interested in any of these papers that are on sale, it's The Beauty of the Earth, Bloom Where You're Planted, Hand Pinned, In Good Taste, In the Wild, Pansy Petals, Sweet Symmetry, Tidings of Christmas, and You're a Peach. So that's 9 different packs of paper that are 15% off right now. It ends tonight. So, hey Verna, and hey Carol. It ends tonight, so make sure that if you want any of this at a discount that you get in for that. Speaking of paper and catalogs, these beauties right here go live tomorrow. Oh, that's so exciting to me. I absolutely love these 2 catalogs. The celebration items, remember that every $50 that you spend from this catalog or our annual catalog, so any order, you can even do items off the clearance rack. When your order gets to $50, you get to pick an item out of this catalog. The two main items that we're using tonight, if you spend $100, you can get both of those for free. We'll be using the sheep, counting sheep, which is right here on the front. And then we're using the dies that match along, that's a little one right there. So with this catalog though, I have a paper share. Paper share is $54, and it gives you a pack of each one of the papers that are in the mini catalog. You also get a pack of each celebration paper, because you're purchasing all of this paper. So with the purchase of this paper, I'm able to get the celebration items with that order, which means that you benefit because you get it. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I can send you an invoice for it, or I can email you the PayPal link to send that. So that is that. And hold on just a second. I need to close my door because apparently I walked in and didn't close it. But I don't think my husband wants to hear me yapping all night. Or at least not for the next hour on here. So, I did not print my piece of paper for the bingo, but bingo is September the 11th from 11:30 until 2, and it's at Murray's, which is in Casey. It's a little restaurant in Casey. It's exactly where I had it last time. Bingo is $45 again, and that's because it includes your make and takes, your little free goodies that come in your bag. It also includes the food and the tipping for the waitress that helps us during that time. So that is what the $45, and there's a lot of other stuff on there, but I forgot to print it out. So I'll make sure there is a post in the group, in the page, that has all of the information for bingo. So if you're interested in that, you can actually go in there and click, and you can have the link for that to register. So there is that. Okay, I think that's it. If I remember anything else, I will let you know. There will be, I do remember one more thing. There will be a joining special with Celebration, because it's going to be for August and September. So, of course, it's not on the back here. There is a joining special. If you join during August, starting tomorrow to the end of September, if you join, you get to actually select a bundle. They have a list of a bundle out of this catalog that you can actually add on to your kit. Now, the amazing thing is, one of them is called Cabin. It's the Cabin bundle, which is gorgeous, and I do plan on doing a class with that. With that, it's $54. I think it's like right at $54 for that bundle. So that is, you join for $99, you get $125 worth of products. Plus, if you added on that bundle, that's $54. So Celebration is always a good time. I mean, it's always a good time no matter what to join for the 20% off. But if you join during Celebration, you get extra goodies along with it. So it's always a good time to join then as well. So, so that is it. So now let's get started with today's projects. So again, we're using Counting Sheep, and we're using the sheep dies. I love this bundle. I absolutely love it, and it's not even really a bundle because you can't purchase it. You have to get it for free. But I wanted to start with this since the catalog is going live tomorrow. I'm going to start using those products. I'll be sneaking in annual catalog ones because it's a still active catalog, so we can order from both. But I really wanted to do this one for tonight just to kind of kick off the new catalog starting, and then with Celebration as well. And I'm going to show you our first card, which is my favorite, by the way. So when I saw this in the catalog, I immediately thought of, because obviously that says Counting Sheep, I immediately thought of when you go to bed at night, you can't sleep, you start counting sheep. I don't really do that, but that's what they tell you should do, right? So this is going to be our first card, and let me grab all the fun stuff that goes along with it. I have a huge basket here full of stuff. All right, I'm going to put the dies there so I don't lose them. There's our packet. We need this, a blending brush. We've got some twine here. I need this. This card does have a lot that goes with it, but well worth it in the end. Well worth it. Okay. All right, I think I got everything out. We're also going to be using the mini messages stamp set. And I've got that. Instead of putting it on my Stamparatus, I'm putting it on here because we're only going to use one sentiment off of it. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Okay. We're going to pull all of this out. And what I want to start with is I've already done a lot of the die cutting just so that you guys don't have to watch me for 100 years tonight. Okay, so we're going to start with a Misty Moonlight piece of cardstock. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive down on my piece of paper, and I'm just going to put my finger on it and kind of get it so that it's not like horribly sticky, but still sticky, so it'll keep the paper on there. And the reason for that is I don't really want it to move while I do my blending. Okay, so I've got a blending brush. We're going to take Night of Navy, and we're going to create a really dark kind of sky here, okay? So, oh, well, thanks, Verna. I'm kind of starting with the good one tonight. The rest of them are cute too, but I'm starting with the really good one. All right, I'm not, usually I tell you to start off on your scrap paper, but tonight we're not because I really do want this sky to be dark. And what I'm doing is I'm going around the outside, and this center part here is going to be a little lighter, okay? And then once I get a good amount of ink off the brush on the edges, then I'm just going to kind of run it over that center part just to give it a good blend. And you are going to get your fingers dirty, so just be prepared. All right, let's do a little bit more because I do want it a little bit darker. All right, and then let's do the center again. All right, so now that we've got that, I think that's pretty good. We are going to move everything out the way. And we're going to take some Wink of Stella. And I want to create this starry night background. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off my lid. Now, in order to get there to be big drops that fall onto the cardstock, you need to squeeze where it says push, and you need to get a bunch of it in the barrel, okay? To the point of where mine's almost out, but okay, and you see how I did that? That was not supposed to happen, but that's okay. We're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna take my bone folder and I'm just gonna tap it, okay? And you see that it doesn't look like it's a lot, but when it starts to dry, you'll start to see it. Okay, and you can put as much on there as you want. All right. And you can see I got it on my background there, but that's okay. It's probably easier to use a newer one instead of an older one because mine's literally almost dead, but not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to cover up that one when we do things, and I'll kind of cover up these big ones down here because I don't really want the big ones, but like that size right there, that's a really good size. Okay, so we're going to kind of set that aside and let that dry, and we are going to let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Okay, so how we're going to do this is I'm going to take a piece of cardstock, and this is basic white. I want this sentiment right here. So I'm going to take my black ink. I've got this on the largest block, and oh goodness, y'all, Wow. Apparently I'm struggling. And I'm just going to ink up. Now, it's going to ink up a whole bunch around. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. But I'm going to ink up that. Good thing it didn't go the other way and onto the card, right? Now I'm going to set this cardstock just flat down onto that area. You want to make sure not to move it. Then I'm going to take this little block. I'm just going to run over it. Just like that. Be careful to not put your block like on the areas that are exposed that have the ink on it. It could cause you some, you know, craziness. Okay, so that is that. Now what I want to do is I want to take the Messages dies, and off screen I'm going to cut it out using that, okay? And I probably didn't scoot it over far enough, but that's okay. We'll make it work, okay? So we're going to cut it out, and I'm going to use the big shot for that, but I'm going to go off screen to do that. Just because tonight I don't have a lot of room. All right. Give me just a second to do that. And real quick, I want to show you. Oh, I keep freezing up on your end. I'm sorry, Sharon. I don't see that I'm doing it on my end. So I wonder, it might be your internet, but I do need to plug in my phone. Now that you say that. Because it was getting close to dying. Okay. Okay. So one suggestion when you do your Messages dies, you want to put it at an angle on your board so that it goes through easily. Or if you do this side up, it's not as bad, but it's going to catch this straight line here, and it will make it slightly difficult. Okay? All right, I'm just going to put all the trash in the bucket. Thank you, Denise. All right, so now we've got our sentiment, and we're going to move all this out the way. And now, so we've got that. Now we're going to take and stamp our lamb. Okay, so I've got 2 here already that I've done, but we need 1 more, because when you count sheep, you always do it as 1, 2, 3, right? There's number 3. So we want to do number 3. You can, if you wanted to, you could stamp it on the inside of your card. That's totally fine. But I'm going to stamp it here, color it, and then we'll cut it out as well, because I've got other things I got to cut out too. So, all right, so I'm going to stamp our little sheep right down here. I'll stamp him there. Okay, now I'm going to show you the coloring for this one. All right, so we've got some Stampin' Blends here. We don't need that one right now. Okay, so we're going to take our basic black, and this is the light basic black, and we're going to cover, do the hooves on here. Okay, so it does take away the line, like you can't see the line in the foot anymore, which is totally fine. Then we're going to take the dark smoky slate, and we're going to just color in the rest of the legs. And we're going to color in the ear and the face. And I'm going to avoid coloring in the eye, although I did on the other ones, but I'm going to avoid it. Okay, now I want to take this, the black, the dark smoky slate, and I'm just going to run over those little lines. I'm going to take the light Smoky Slate. My Smoky Slate needs to be replaced. Okay, I've apparently used it a whole bunch. But it ended up working out really good because what it allowed me to do was to not put so much ink down on the paper. So I'm literally taking the light Smoky Slate and I'm lightly running it over the body, okay? Lightly. So it's just picking up a little bit of ink. I'm going to take the color lifter and now this is going to actually help blend it as well as making it lighter. And you're going to have to go over it quite a bit. But you can work at it. I'm not going to work at it too long just because we are live. I can go back after and fix it up a little bit more. But my suggestion would also be that when you do the color lifter part, to grab a color lifter that maybe is your old one, and because this one will pick up the Smoky Slate ink because it is a little darker. It won't mess up any other projects you do, but I also press really hard when I do it just so that it really does move that ink around. But now when it all dries, it's going to kind of have more of like a little cloud effect to it. We'll see. I don't know. I liked it. Okay, so we've got that. So that'll be our third one. I've already cut out our gate, so we're good, or our fence, so we're good on that. I do need to cut out our grass, and with this, these can be clouds or grass. So we're going to put these down. We need 2 of them. Then we're going to take some Misty Moonlight, and I've got some of our adhesive sheets on the back of here. So I want to die cut from the Playful alphabet. I want to cut out 1, 2 on the foam part, and then I'm going to do 3 at the other end where no foam is, okay? And then, last but not least, I'm going to cut out this circle right here. And this is the smallest circle, non-scalloped circle from the circle layering circles. And I'm going to show you a trick with that, okay? On this one, I'm going to bring in the machine just so you can kind of see. Make sure I get everything out of the way. I need a bigger table. That's what I need. Don't tell my husband that, y'all. He will tell me I do not need anything else for my craft room. I'm actually looking at a new table for my craft room because for here, I want one that lifts up so that it will come up just a slightly higher, but it will actually have more stability in it. So when I do run everything through the Big Shot, I'm not making y'all sick. Okay, let's do this one first, just because I don't think I'm going to have room to put anything else on here when I do it. All right, so we're going to run that through. We'll put 3 there and 2 there. All right, and we're going to run this one through twice, the number 1 and the number 2, because we really want to make sure that it gives a good cut to that. And now we're just going to run it through so we can get that 3. All right. Oh, I know what I forgot to tell y'all earlier. So I made a post, which I think a lot of people have posted on it. I'm going to set that aside since the back came off of it. I hit 500 on the page. So in saying that, I will be giving away a free bolt of ribbon. Obviously, it'll be free to you if I'm giving it away. But it will be, I will give it away next Monday to one lucky person who posts their project onto the Facebook group. So make sure that you do that so that you can get entered into that. I will pick a name next Monday before I go live. Okay, so that's that. So we'll set that aside. we're gonna I'm gonna cut this here so that we can maybe get everything on here. All right, so there we go. We want to put our circle there. We're going to put our grass there. And then we're going to put our lamb. Oh, we're going to put our sheep die there. Okay, I'm going to put a sticky on the sheep one because for some reason everything has been moving on it for me today. So I just want to make sure it's not going to move. Okay, so now we're going to run this through. Okay, now we're going to take everything off except for the circle. If you have a punch, go for it on using a punch for this, but Stampin' Up doesn't have any of the circle punches right now, so we're going with what I got. That's you can order offline. All right, so we're going to take this circle now and we're going to create our moon. So I'm going to run it through right about there. So this part's going to look like an eye, and then that's going to end up being your moon. All right. So now I'm just going to take that off. I had a hard time getting it off yesterday too when I was putting it together. There we go. Okay. So if you have a project that you can use a big eye on, you can save that little white piece. Okay, so we'll put this back over here now. And now let's start putting our card together because this should definitely be dry now. All right, I'll leave all that up there. All right, so this is gonna go onto a white background because I wanted the stars to stand out just a little bit more, and putting the white behind it really made it pop. So that's what we're going to do there. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back of it. I got really far away from that side there. Yeah, Denise, I tried. I have something under there, but it's still shaking and I can't figure it. I think it's just because I run everything through so hard. So yeah, I have a table that I'm waiting to get. I'm waiting for it to come in stock at IKEA, which will also work because it will raise up as well and raise down. So I could work at it during the day and then raise it back up. So, but I've tried everything to get it to stop. So, but I'm struggling with it. All right, so we've got that. Let's take our card base and we're gonna fold it in half. And then use our bone folder, give it a good crease. And then we are going to attach our sentiment over here. And we're gonna pop it up. We just need 2 dimensionals there. And we're gonna cover up that big blender I had, and we're gonna make it even with the white. Like that, okay? And then let's put our moon on. If I can get it to pick up. All right, and we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive. You could use glue dots for that. And then we're gonna kind of cut that at a little bit of an angle. Okay, now let's do our ladder. Oh my goodness, our gate, our fence. And we're going to put it in line with the Misty Moonlight piece. And we're going to use some glue dots for that. You could use some liquid adhesive as well, but I think the glue dots work really nice on this one. And I'm just putting it on the ends, so. And then one in the center. Okay, so there we go. All right, we're gonna take the little pieces and we're gonna line it up with the edge of the Misty Moonlight. And then there we go, okay? And now we're gonna take and put some glue dots on our grass. So one there, one in the center, and then one there. Okay, and then this is gonna go slightly, and it's gonna line up with the white, the bottom of the white. And it's gonna go slightly across the fence. Okay, now we're gonna take this one and pop it up with some mini dimensionals. So we need 3, 2, 3. So one there, one in the center, and then one on the end. And then we're gonna line it up with the edge on the bottom and the side. Okay, and there is our grass. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop all of this up and put it down onto the card base. So we're gonna use regular dimensionals for that. And one more. And let's do that one. All right, so let's flip it over. Oops, one got stuck. And then we're just gonna line it up and put it on our card front like that. All right, now we want to tie our bow. We're gonna do that next. Thank you, Corrine. Corrine, that is how you pronounce your name, right? I think I was pronouncing it right, but correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so there is our bow. We're gonna cut off the ends like that. We're gonna take a glue dot and we're gonna put it over on here. And then we're gonna lay it just right there. Okay? Okay, so now let's put our sheep on. We're gonna put, yeah, we need to move that one up just a little bit now, but that's okay. So we'll put that one there. It'll be a little further off, but that's fine. And then that one will go there. Okay, perfect. Let's pop this one up. We're gonna put 3 dimensionals on the back. And then we're gonna cover up my little extra accident there. All right, 3 for this one. And then we're gonna move it down a little bit. I don't want it so close to the moon. Okay, perfect. All right, so now let's add our numbers. And the 2 already came off, so the backing did. So we're gonna put it up here. It was sticking to my finger. Okay, and then we're gonna do 1. Right there. And then we're going to take another piece of basic white and we are going to adhere our other sheep right here. You could even do it up here if you wanted. Actually, we are going to put it up there because then when you open it, there's your third one jumping over, whereas that one's in the corner. Okay, so then we just need to put our 3 on there, and we're going to put glue dots on it. All right, so with the glue dots are a little bigger than the number itself, so I'm just gonna fold it on top of itself so that it doesn't show. All right. Let's fix that one. Perfect. Okay. Because if it's showing on the inside, what'll happen is it'll stick. Your card will stick shut. Okay. Let's flip that over, add adhesive, and then stick it to the inside, and card number 1 is done. And this one is my favorite. It is absolutely my favorite. I was pretty much in love with this one and thought, oh, I'll just do the 1 card then. And I was like, no, I gotta do 3. But after I got done with that one, I was like, I'm not sure I can come up with anything else. So, card number 1. And let's go to card number 2. So this is a fun birthday one. I wanted to do something that was not too girly, one that you could give to a little boy or whatever. So these were kind of the color schemes I came up with that one on. All right, so we're gonna pull everything out, and I've done, again, most of the die cutting on this one. So I've already done 2 of the lambs. We just have to do 1. Lambs. I keep calling it lambs. I don't know why. It is sheep. They are sheep. Goodness gracious. You know, they say that when you go live, like, your mind just goes. And it does. It seriously goes right on out the window. It really does. Okay. This piece right here, we are going to die cut with the Picture This dies, which I've used these for sentiments a ton, but I haven't used this and not the way they kind of intended it to be, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna run it through the embossing machine, or the cut and emboss machine. And I'm gonna run it through over here, because you don't need to see me run that one through. And again, this one you want to do at an angle as well. Just kind of helps with not catching. And then you're going to end up with these little stitch circles here too. We're going to save that because one of the cards that I will have a video for you, it'll be a video tutorial only. It will use a piece of this, okay? All right, so now we've got that. All right, now what we want to do is, let's do our lamb really quick. See, oh my goodness, there I go again. Sheep, let's stamp our sheep. Y'all, what is my problem? Goodness gracious. Okay, we're gonna do this sheep right here. We're gonna stamp. And I kind of think this one's a girl, because, you know, it's kind of that sassy dancing one. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Okay, we're gonna color it the same way we did before. Except for this one, we are going to use a couple different colors. We're going to do our dark smoky slate for the hooves. Okay. Then we're going to use the light smoky slate for the body part. just going to add a little bit of color up there and then a little bit down here. And I'm just doing a thin line in those areas, okay? Just a thin one. Then we're going to take our color lifter and we're going to run it over all that. We're going to give it, it's spreading into the center. That's what I'm working on doing, is I want it to spread to that center so that when I pull out the big side, it's going to really kind of change the, okay. Let's do the brush tip, and there we go. All right, so now that the sheep is not like stark white, then I'm going to take my bronze, and that's what I'm going to color the face in. I'm going to color the ears, and then the other part of the leg. Okay. All right, so there we go. All right, so now I think that is the only other thing we have to die cut. But let's stamp our sentiment really quick. And the sentiment that we are using, oh, so glad it's your birthday. I was like, what? I already have it out. So, and this is from the Counting Sheep stamp set. And we're going to use black memento for it. We're going to stamp it down at the bottom down here, and I want to leave the left side open so that I can flag it, okay? So we're going to stamp it down there at the bottom. All right. Y'all know I cannot go without using my little mini trimmer here. So we're going to pull it in. We're going to line it up. And then we are going to trim it off. I think that'll be good right there. Yep, that is actually perfect. Do y'all hear my stomach? It is telling me it is time to eat dinner. Actually, I can smell it. My husband is cooking it right now. So, and my stomach is telling me it's time to go eat. Okay, let's trim off the end with some trusty scissors. And then we're going to flag it. When you flag it by hand, you just cut up the center and then take from the outside to the inside like that. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Sharon, I don't know if you were on here when I first started, but bingo will be on September the 11th. Oh, good, Deb. Yep. Yes. There's lots of things you can do with that, with this die. I'm working on how to, like some other ones, because I think I might do a class where I just use those two dies and come up with different ideas for it. Okay, let's use the bone folder. And there we go. All right, we're going to place our DSP right here, and this is the Pattern Party. All right, I wanted to make sure that I cut it right. Okay, yep. So, yes, and just to let you know too, all of the classes will be back to in person. Unfortunately, I won't be doing them in Sandy Run like before, but they'll be here in Winsboro, which is probably about 35 minutes from you, give or take. But they will all be back to live classes. So, yay for that. I'm super excited. And that'll be starting in September. Okay. We're going to take and put a ton of dimensionals on the back of this. And the reason is this paper, I forgot to actually tell you. So this is some specialty paper that we have. And it is, hold on, let me find it. It's called ombre specialty paper. So it's glittery, it's glimmery. And then it's ombre as well. And so this is where this paper came from. It's thicker, but once you send it through the die cut, because of the color saturation, it does make it a little flimsier. So you want to put lots of dimensionals on the back, especially in these areas. Okay. So let's do there. I'm putting my normal 3 at the top and the bottom. And then we're going to put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Yeah, legit, when I say I'm putting a lot of dimensionals, I'm putting a lot of dimensionals. Dimensionals are like, you get 300 per pack, and they are only $4. So they're not a bad price. Okay, I do think that should be enough now. I think that gives it plenty of support. Okay, so we are going to flip that over. Let me go cut out our sheep. And okay, so got that done. All right, so now we're gonna do this one because it's the fun one. We're gonna stick that one right there, okay? And actually, I probably shouldn't have put the dimensionals on there yet. Okay, so we want the sheep there. So, oh no, it'll go. All right, so we're gonna cut off this little foot here because we don't want it poking through the bottom. So we're just gonna cut that off. Okay, and then we've got it situated. Now I'm gonna take another dimensional. I know, that's crazy. And I'm attaching it right there, okay? And then I'm going to put a dimensional there and a dimensional there, okay? Now our other one, let's see. We want this one to go right here. And we're gonna stick this one up through, kind of like that. Okay, so we're gonna flip this one over. I'm gonna pick this dimensional back up and lay it over like that, okay? We're gonna trim off his little foot here like that. And then we're gonna put dimensionals there, there, and let me do one more. Yes, I'm still going to do lives on the cards. So every Monday I will still be live, and probably on Saturday afternoons I will probably post a video with the class, because I know a lot of people have started watching that aren't local. So you can do my in live person classes. You can do those as to go as well. So if you would like more information, just message me your email address and I will send you the information by email if that works. Okay, one more. And we're gonna stick this one like this. We want those two little feet right there. All right, so on this one, we're gonna put a dimensional here, and there, and there. And we don't even have to cut off the foot because that one worked out perfectly. Okay, so there we go. Now we're gonna take off all the dimensional backings. And yes, I'm sorry, that will take a while. It won't take too long. I'm pretty quick at it most of the time. I have learned a system and how my fingers work to pick it up. Don't we all, though, with our dimensionals? All right. And one more. Okay, now what I want to do is I have this piece of paper right here, this little basic white. I'm going to stick it right over the back. And why I want to do that is when I flip this over, I don't want to see the black and white. I want to see the white. Okay, so I cut it so that it's just smaller than the outside. And of course I missed that hole right there. So I need to see if I can get it up. Oh. I might not be able to get that one now. Okay. We'll make that work. We'll make it work. I can cover it up. All right, so now we are going to attach this piece. So we're just going to put some adhesive right on down. And I'll put one down the center too. Okay. All right, so then this is going to go from top to bottom, just like our DSP did. I'm just trying to make sure I get it straight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now let's attach our, Glad It's Your Birthday. We're going to pop it up with dimensionals. So we just need 2 on there. And then we're going to line it up with the yellow glimmer paper. Okay. And then I'm just going to take and kind of make the ends go up a little bit. All right. Now let's put all these. All right, let's take a green balloon. So this is Grainy Apple Green, and then that's Coastal Cabana. So we're going to take those 3. I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put that one there, okay? So it'll cover it up. So I'm going to cut off the tail, and I'm going to put a mini dimensional. On this side right there. Okay, and then we're going to stick this one down in here. And look, I covered up my mistake. All right, so then we're going to put Grainy Apple Green. We'll put that one up really tall. So we're just going to put some adhesive on it like that. And then I definitely don't want the tail sticking out. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to trim it off. Okay. And now let's do our other Coastal Cabana. So we're going to trim off a little bit of that tail. And we're going to stick that one right there. Okay. And we are going to put a dimensional down here at the bottom. All right, so that looks good. All right, so let's take Grainy Apple Green. We're gonna stick Grainy Apple Green up here like that. So we want to trim off a little bit of that one. We're just gonna put adhesive on this one. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put it there. And then let's take this flag and we're gonna stick it there. So I wanna put a dimensional on it. And that one will go there, and then we'll do a green one. We're gonna put a dimensional on it. And this one's gonna stick down a little lower, okay? Now we want to put a little birthday hat on them. I know I've got one more there, but we're gonna do the birthday hats real quick. So I'm gonna put a dimensional, not a dimensional, a glue dot on the back of one Coastal Cabana and 2 Grainy Apple Greens. so that one's gonna go there. That one's gonna go there. And then that one's gonna go there. Perfect. Okay, now we just wanna put these two flags down here. And both of these are gonna have a dimensional, so we'll put the mini dimensionals on there. Let me get that trash out the way. These projects were a little bit more in depth, but still worth it in the end. I did end up liking all three of them, but the first one is still definitely my favorite. Okay, let's put the green one down first. So we're gonna put that one right about there. And then we'll put that one right there. All right, so that is the second card. No, no bows, no nothing like that. So, but I think this would be really cute to give to a little boy. So, all right. So that does that one. All right, I will have to say I like the colors of this one too. So I went with the Daffodil Delight, and then I did some Poppy Parade here. And this is that pattern party paper again, which is free when you spend $150 or you host a party and have $150 worth of orders. So you can get it for free. Well, it's a little bit more than that because it's like 18 instead of 15, but close enough. You can still get it. You can add it to your order. All right, so we're gonna fold our card base in half on this one. And there we go. Now we're gonna take and attach our DSP to our basic black cardstock. Yep, stuck to my finger there. And this is just gonna have a little tiny border, but I wanted a little border to kind of offset it from all the white. The white on white kind of blended a little too much, so that looks really good like that. All right, we're gonna take our Daffodil Delight. We're gonna just put adhesive. I ran out. Let's grab, I have another one that I just refilled. There we go. I was like, I thought I brought it over because I knew I was getting low. All right, I gotta get it started. All right. All right, we're gonna attach it right down, right about there. I think that looks good. I'm pretty straight. If I'm not straight all the way, you won't tell, right? Okay, now we're gonna trim off this excess right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and cut out the heart here. The heart is from the Floral Hearts, and it's the center of this. All right. So there we go. And then we need to stamp our sheep. I think I'm getting the hang of it. And this one, we're doing the dancing one again, just because I think it's so stinking cute. All right, so let's ink it up. And we're gonna stamp it down. And I'm gonna have to grab another piece because I just, I needed to make sure I put it at one end so I could do my sentiment, but it'll be all right. I can grab another piece of basic white. All right, so let's go ahead and color. And we're gonna do the light basic black for the hooves. And then we're going to do the dark smoky slate. Oops, wrong end. That one will cause me to have a huge problem. Thank y'all very much for your cute comments. I definitely appreciate it. All right, and then we're going to do the ears. And then we're going to do the face. All right, there we go. Now, let's take our light and we're gonna run it here and here, there. And I am definitely being messy, y'all. I'm gonna add a little bit to the edge all the way around. How about that? Okay, now we're gonna do our, and we're actually going to go over the face a little bit too, and the ear. We're just going to give it a little bit of. All right. Move that color to the center. Sorry, I'm coloring really fast. Which is, I know, shaking the table, sorry. Okay, let's do our other end. And that will help spread it a little faster. Okay, we're gonna stick with that one. That one definitely is not as pretty as the other ones, but that's okay. That's what happens. I probably should have done this one because y'all saw me enough on the other ones. But all right, let me cut this one out. Alrighty. Oops, I grabbed the wrong die. I need the dancing one. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, let me grab a piece of, I think I need a longer one. Yes. I think I need a longer one than that too. Oh, no, this one will work. We'll go with this one. Okay, I need to stamp my sentiment. My sentiment for this one is from a stamp set that I got because it was sentiments. And I love sentiment stamp sets, but I started reading these when I started putting all this together because I wanted something that was not you're amazing or so glad it's your birthday. I wanted something that was basically, this is the sassy one. So I wanted something that kind of would go along with it. So I started reading the sentiments. Y'all, these are so cute. So it's called One Happy Family, a miracle worth waiting for. Congratulations, you made a little human. That's hysterical. Hey there, Smarty Pants. I love your kind of heart. I love that one. Goo Goo Gaga, Baby Talk for Thank You. That one I could probably deal without, but Just Be You. I read the Just Be You and I was like, oh yeah, that's her. Sure do love you. Lots of luck, not that you need it. The happiest reason for pregnancy, the happiest reason for feeling rotten. So some of them are outside and insides. Sweet little baby, One Happy Family. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Happy birthday and celebrating you. If you don't have this one, this is definitely one you need. Great, great, great sentiments. So we are using the Just Be You. And we're going to do Black Memento. I just about put my hand in it to pick it up. Oh, instead of the stamp. I almost picked up the ink pad instead of the stamp. Okay, We're going to put it down closer to the bottom, like that. Then I'm going to pull in my little cutter, my little favorite, and we're going to trim it. And I think that should be good. All right, we need to trim it a little bit more. Too big, too big. Too much white space at the top. All right, there we go. That's good. Okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to take the black matted dots, which most of you know, these are my favorite. I love this embellishment. We're gonna take our Take Your Pick tool. We're gonna do 3 small ones right here. We're just spacing them out about even. Then we're gonna take 2 large ones and put it there. Oops. There we go. All right. So there is that. All right. Now let's put the rest of our card together. We're gonna take we got some ribbon, our black glitter ribbon, and we're gonna wrap it around and tie a bow. Because if you're sassy, you need a bow, right? That is a given. And it has to have glitter in it. All right. I had to concentrate on that to make sure I can make it go the way I wanted it to go. All right. We're going to make that just a touch smaller. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm just adjusting it on there to get it where I want it. So the bow is really pretty on it, but I think it might be a little loose. So I'm going to show you a trick when that happens. Okay, let's cut off the ends. Use this one. Okay. Oh, no, it's not too loose. Okay. Maybe it's just my imagination, right? All right, I'm just kind of forcing my bow so that my tails will fall down just a little bit so we can see it's a bow. All right, so there's that. Now let's take and pop up our heart. Lots of dimensionals are used in the production of today's video. Good thing I'm a sponsor of Stampin' Up, right? All right, let's do our sheep. Our sassy sheep. Oop, that went a little closer to the edge. There we go. And then we're gonna put her right about there. Okay, and then we're gonna take and put a dimensional on, actually let's do mini dimensional. We're gonna put 1, 2, and then 1 and 2. Okay, and take off the back. Oops. All right, and then we're gonna lay this right across. Just like that. And so those dimensionals are falling on the side. Actually, it got there, but that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna put dimensionals on back, flip the bad boy over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3 more. So we know it has no saggy parts. And okay, so there we go. We're going to put this down, and then this is card number 3. Okay, look at there. All right, let me move my mess out of your vision here, or as close as I can get it. Again, I don't have a very big desk, so I don't really have much further to go. Okay, let me grab the other ones. Okay, so got those right there. Woohoo! All right, now I'm going to show you the cards. I will have 2 more videos that will come out this week with some more sheep projects. So we've got this one. It's just a little baker's box. So I thought the sheep would go really well for like baby showers. So anyway, so that's that. So I'm going to show you how to make that. And this is a new product, this little baker's box, or I'm not really sure what you would call it. Baker's box? No, that doesn't sound right, but pillow box. This little pillow box is a little different than pillow boxes that Stampin' Up! Has had in the past, or that I have personally used as gift boxes. So I'm going to show you how that works. And then this is the other one, which is almost a direct replica from the Celebration catalog because I loved it so much. I did change up a couple of things on it, but not a whole lot. And that's what I kept this for, because I'll cut out my little sun from it. So, all right, so I'll have those posted. One will go up on Wednesday, and they will be on my YouTube channel, but I will share it to Facebook so that you can click over to that YouTube channel. Thank you, Denise. Thank you very much. So one will come out on Wednesday, and then the other one will come out on Friday. And then Saturday will be class. And that will be online. So if you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget about the paper share. I'm trying to find all of my paperwork again. Here we go. Don't forget about the paper share. It's $54. You can message me and I can send you an invoice if you want me to do it that way. In my last group that I have for my paper share, I have 2 more spots open. So if you're interested, let me know. If you don't, I'll just end up keeping the paper, which is fine with me because I use a lot of the DSP paper for classes and stuff. So, but I do have 2 more slots open in the last group that I have. So if you're interested, let me know. And I think that will do it. And I will see you guys for Facebook Monday Live next Monday. See you later. Bye.